G'day everybody. I want to talk about getting paid by the people and what do you do and why do you deserve to be paid by the people, right? That means government work, right? Government council work, all that kind of stuff. These fellas, they're all on community work, as you could say. Work for the dole. But they get a different dole check. See, when you work for the dole, you get $20, $40 extra, right? They get extra and they get extra benefits like a disability person. They get to get free all sorts of stuff, right? And have things drive them around and stuff like that. As they work for you, as they're on work for the dole. Now, I was just explaining to Emma, if you're on work for the dole, could you come in and say the same script? So you got a script, and it could be like that for 6 months or more. Every 3 months to 2 months, unless there's an emergency, you can come in, and if you knew this was your job, so if you found out your job, you can just come in and say this script and argue about it. That's all you have to do. Isn't that an easy job, Emma?
Yeah.
She was saying she could do it. I'm going, you know what? You could. All right. Every now and then, you just need another person to give you an idea or go in a different direction. But other than that, once they've done that, they can put a monkey there. Right? It's pretty easy. So I get paid by the people. As I was born with cystic fibrosis, my mum got paid extra money because of my disease. And so does a lot of other people out there because of their disease. They say we're entitled to it because they're a loving country and they're there to help so we can function and find where we can fit with our disease. Isn't that true, Emma?
Yeah.
Right? And so I've talked about the system and how they have their work system where they believe where you can go get a job. But when you do, you'll find out with people with disability mostly can't find a job as they can't really fit for them. Besides not even able to fit for them, they haven't got the education, and in a lot of cases, people who are sick need more time before they can go work, right? Or less time moments, as I've talked about to corrections, that I can dig holes and stuff like that, but it might only be for a few hours. I don't know when my energy burns out, and it might only be for a day or two, and I won't be able to do it for a week or so because I might burn my energy out too quickly. It's bad enough that I do it to myself, let alone do it for others, is why I don't pick that job or could be doing that job, as I'll end up having time off and be fired from the average, right? And so when it comes to people with cystic fibrosis, office type of work, around shade, being a politician, could be possible as it goes off and on, right? And if I needed to, definitely if I was getting paid, like looking after a child, when you're sick parent, but you still got to do things and it's a cunt, you do it because it's what you need to do. It's the thing you done. Either got a job, right? And you only get this problem every now and then, or you got kids, right? A responsibility, an animal. And that's also your choice and what you've done, and now you got to put up with it. That's what life is, right? And so I decided to do community work, do other things, as I wanted to find a way to find myself as the correction area, as you could say, workways and stuff like that, can't help me. They really can't. In fact, I got to a point with them that all they can do is give me a job that won't be for me and force me to do it, or I can try to get a job myself, and if it's on the internet, so we don't have to be required and to be not harassed and cancelled all the time and all these problems, people, right, is that you need to, if you're on the internet, minimal, right, is to have 1,000 subscribers. That's like their minimal hours. They don't care about how many hours you do on there or anything, but once you get to 1,000 subscribers, it's classed as you're doing something, and they'll leave you alone as you're heading towards a path. It shows it. You need 1,000 though, right? And I'm in an area where no one appreciates what I do. So it takes a long time, right? And it's not going to work out for me if they have a time limit like question time and they're repeating the same things they know the outcome will be. That's sad, isn't it, everybody? To just tell me to go in that hole, isn't it? Right? And so I've been doing what I've been doing. I started doing some community work and other things to help me heal myself and to head off into a different direction, right? And so to heal others, you got to prove what you are, show a point. That's what I've been doing the last few years. But while I've been doing that, I have been attacked by also trying to show a point with cystic fibrosis and trying to find my way in my life. It will happen soon once I leave here. I'm about to do another restart, right? And I have to do that because here attacks the any memorial that gets put out is vulnerable to attack, and it more likely happened here, right? And so I need to leave because that's the thing I do, right? And I get attacked for doing it. I get attacked and told that it's the council's work, and now the council's struggling to find me work that I can do that's suitable for them, right? They couldn't allow me to just go, look, give us a call whenever you can ages ago, which is what I was hoping they'll do, something like that. I explained to them my hours and how I can do it, but they only said, look, we don't take $10, we want $50, right? Have you ever heard the debt collectors say that? Then they get nothing, right? That's what's happening. And it's sad. And it's sad that I can still get complaint. This one's to the manager of corrections about me getting harassed. That I can still have to go through all this and worry about these things while the person that put me in that area is still being what they say they're not. And have a good one out there, people.